Here we are, a little over a month later, home in Chattanooga, after a month-long journey from St. Petersburg, Florida, where we purchased the boat. Over the past 5 weeks, I've been knocking out a lot of small DIY projects that are much needed, like wiring, pumps, leaks, and much more. I'm going to start you right here with the transmission. I suppose you want to know what's wrong with this transmission, and so do I. I believe it's the damper plate between the transmission and the engine that actually broke. When you start it up, you can hear a lot of jingling around. So we're going to take this transmission out and verify. Okay, I didn't get any footage of me actually unbolting the transmission. I'm going to have to take it off a little farther, but check this out. Yep. That is the damper, or what they call the damper, and it is completely busted. But that thing is completely broke. There's all kinds of parts down in here in the bell housing, just jingling around. The springs, you name it. And yeah, that's what it is, and it looks like I don't have to take this whole bell housing off to get it either, so that's a party bonus. Here is the problem. This is not supposed to do that. All these springs broke. Okay, so I found the overheating problem on my generator. Look at this. This is the thermostat right here. Alright, let's pull that out. And there's the thermostat, and then here is the thermostat housing. There is zero passage through there, so this is definitely the problem. It's gotta be. I have decided to pull the heat exchanger off the generator too. It was a little pain to get to. It was on the back side of the motor, but it wasn't completely impossible. But I did find the anodes where they're supposed to go, or the zincs, here and there. And we should probably open this thing up, make sure it's not clogged up. And I also want to pressure check it to make sure it's not leaking, because it will leak seawater into the engine. Due to the way the thermostat and the thermostat housing look, I think I'm just going to redo the entire cooling system, or just service the entire cooling system. Like some hoses, zincs, cleaning, thermostat, you name it. We want this thing to be reliable. Alright, now keep in mind, we ran some barnacle buster through this thing. And I mean, she is just, every tube is perfectly clear in it, so I don't see any reason why this heat exchanger is bad at all. So we're going to just put some new zincs in it, probably clean it up and put it back on. While I was working in the bilge, the wife decided she wanted to take on the project of cleaning the deck. Not only it was super dirty from sitting for several years and taking this trip, somebody stained it too. That is a big no-no when it comes to caring for teak. Alright, well, she's up there cleaning the deck. I actually got a box of parts in, and we are going to try to get this generator up and running. But also, I got the transmission out, and I also got the damper. I got the new damper in. I'm not going to fool with that today. My main goal is the generator. Now, one of the main problems I had with the generator is I broke off the thermostat housing bolts. And one of them is still stuck. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to extract it out of there. Alright, I tell you something that really sucks. And what sucks when you're several miles from town or the house is I ended up having to go back home. I brought my whole kit of taps and I was missing one tap, and this is the one I needed, the M6x1. So yeah, that took an hour, but now we're just gotta get back to it. All right, another run down the highway to get the bolts. I actually got bolts when I was down there, but I got ones that were slightly too long, so 2 hours wasted. All right, this thing is very, very pitted. Probably need a new one technically, but I don't have one, and I think we're just gonna put some RTV on it and hope for the best. I'm not a big fan of putting RTV on gaskets unless it's called to, but I think in this scenario we're definitely gonna do it. So the next thing on the list for the generator is we took the end caps off, cleaned it all out, and it was actually very clean already. We already run that barnacle buster through it, but I got new gaskets and a new zinc for it, and we're going to install those and get it back on the generator. And we also got a few new hoses. Alright, so the anode, or sacrificial anode, or zinc, or whatever you want to call it, it's a little too long to fit down in there, so we need to cut her off. There's almost more of it cut off than what's going in there. Alright, here's the thing about the anodes or zincs or whatever you want to call them. You do not put any Teflon tape on there because it won't make a good conductive contact to the actual metal that it's trying to save. So you can put some putty paste on there, but I don't have any, and it'll be fine. Now just reinstall it. Alright, I got the heat exchanger all bolted back on. Didn't get any footage of it because there's just no room for the camera, me, and the tools. It's tight back there. Alright, here's the moment of truth, and I already know it runs. I just got to see if it overheats. Alright, so it's been 15-20 minutes now of it running, and it is not overheating. It is holding right at 175. It's running the air conditioning, so I call that a success with a generator. It would have been so nice to have this thing running instead of that Predator on the bridge. Alright, she is running nice and quiet right now in this cabin, not overheating. That took a little longer than I expected. I'm tired. Going to the house. Tomorrow's project, take the injector pump off and possibly reinstall the transmission. We will see you tomorrow. Now let me tell you, somehow I managed to delete all the footage that I had, reinstalling the injector pump, showing it wasn't leaking anymore, getting the transmission in, and taking it out for a test drive. But let me tell you, it's like a whole new boat. I also lost the footage of cleaning up the bilge, building battery boxes, and doing some wiring. But that's okay, there's plenty of really fun projects coming up that are a lot more exciting. Now here are some clips to show you what to expect for the next few episodes. I'm sorry I didn't get much to show you on this episode. These were just some quick fixes to get the boat back up and running to where we can use it. They do everything I think I want them to do. Cut it off, which I already did. I'll tell you, the bilge in this boat has come a long way. Now you comment and tell me how you want me to do the videos. Do you want some great detail, or do you want me just to cut to the chase? Do you want some 15 to 20 minute videos, or do you want 30 minutes to an hour? So please like and subscribe and comment what you would like to see. The DIY is definitely going to get better from here.